Just realised that there's a little bit of candle in the way there. I'm still doing it on my phone, which means that I need to make sure that it's set up correctly and shooting down rather than to the side or up at the ceiling. But hello Aries, welcome to your November reading with me, Lorien. It's an absolute pleasure to do this for you. So this is a general read for Aries Sun, Aries Moon and Aries Rising. So if you want to double check whenever the other videos are loaded as to what is coming through for you in the next month or two, please do so. Ooh, hello. It's going to be an interesting month this November, I feel. And if you do want a private reading that answers specific questions, the link of which will be on here after, well, it should be actually underneath the reading when you're watching this, to be honest, but YouTube tends to be temperamental when it comes to that, so let's just move these a little bit over here. I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot, and this is a very strong deck. I really love working with this one. Okay, so at the bottom you start with the Four of Wands, which actually has been at the bottom, I think, of the last 3 readings. So especially if you have those signs in your charts, I think that's going to be very strong. So a lot of harmony in the home, a lot of connections with romantic relationships and getting that sort of flow going through with things. So I do feel that there's a lot going on for you that's going to be beneficial this month. Let me just have a look and see what you've got. So you've got the Seven of Cups. Oh, just this big hand in your face there. Seven of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Hermit, the Sun, the Page of Swords, the Fool, the Star, and the Knight of Wands. So you actually haven't got one negative card here, Aries. This is really strong reading, to be honest with you. Let's just have a look and see what I can feel by tuning into these for you. Okay, what they were saying was there's a quietness in, I think, just being yourself. There's a quietness in being yourself. It feels a lot like you're going deeper into what you want, and your psyche is going to be quite strong. There's a lot of combinations here that I feel you are kind of going forwards in the right direction, even though sometimes you may still doubt yourself. I still say that you have got quite a good, strong head on your shoulders, and you're not going to be swayed by anybody else's comments, anybody else's decisions for you. Like, people may think, oh, I'm going to do this for you. No, you're not going to have that. And I also think that there's a lot going on here that feels like it's been overwhelming, but it's calming down now. For instance, you do have the Seven of Cups with the Page of Swords. I can never remember which is the best direction to do for this. Okay, well, you can see it there. So these 2 cards in particular are very strong, and I feel like they are coming forwards to tell you in a roundabout way that there's something that you may be undecided on. There's something that you may be going away with the fairies a little bit. This illusion, this imagination that's taking you away and makes you feel like you are sort of got anything to do and too much things to think about, and oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. The Page of Swords comes through and actually says, hang on a second. You can be curious, you can have that energy, but you will come through and say, no, this is a decision. So you'd be very confused, but this little guy here goes, no, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do here, and I've done the research, and I know this is my path, and this is what I need to do. So November seems like, for you, it's kind of your energetical season. It's your season of understanding what it is that your inner self wants. Because, to be honest, you and Scorpio do share the same ruling planet of Aries. Scorpio also has Pluto, so we can be very moody. But you have mostly Mars. And I think that there's a lot of strong communication coming through here and a desire to just go for it. And that's going to be really mine for somebody. And they are going to be able to tell you yes or no. That's what it feels like to me. And then you know that you've got your new journey. It's either you saying, look, love, I need to do this, and I need to do this, and I need to do this, and they're very supportive of you, or it's you trying to figure out the best direction for you with somebody who offers you a position, who shows you the way, who has this connection with you. And this is you saying, yes, I'm going to do it. Now, for me, what I would say is that this can also be that some people will not understand you. Let's see if I can put it over there. Nope. I'm just trying to figure out the best way of putting this. People may not really understand the direction you want to go. They may not feel like they're quite in your corner as much as you'd like them to be. But to be honest, I do think that there's sensible nature to you. You're not just doing the typical Aryan thing of, right, I'm going to act on impulse. You've talked it over with somebody. You've said, look, okay, I know what I need to do. I'm going to do it now. And that is, I think, the best thing for you to do. Because maybe actually talking out loud to somebody and saying, this is what I want in my life, you know, you may come to some other understandings about yourself. Like, for instance, I know that a few times, you know, when you're talking to somebody, when you're writing something down, your subconscious is then, especially when you're with magic, and you can bring forward lots of different things you never even realized, and you maybe have forgotten, but it triggers something there, and it gives you this sense of, I'm actually going to do this. And so that's going to be something that I think is key for you. You will, however, be spending some time alone because you have got the Hermit card, and this will allow you to tune into universal energy and truth, which the star gives you. So the Hermit for me is often about spending that quality time searching, guidance, solitude in your safe place. And it needs to be a safe place. I mean, I have a meditation on finding your safe place so you can work from there. But I do feel like the star is coming forwards to say that there's a lot of inspiration in this. In your serenity, there's going to be more hope that you find. And I think that the more that you find yourself going on your own path and not relying on anybody else, I think the more you're going to feel like you're self-sufficient. There's a lot of major cards here, and I do think that this is giving you that sense of freedom. Speaking of freedom, the sun comes forwards, and the sun is an incredible card. It's beautiful, look. And this is basically feeling that joy, that enlightenment, and maybe feeling a little bit freer than you have in years. It literally is. I'm free, I can do this, I can do whatever I want. To a certain degree, of course. But it just feels like you are moving into some new territory, and you're moving into this feeling of joy. This feeling of, I can accomplish anything. And it could be that you share this journey with 3 people that are very important to you, 2 or 3 people. And it's almost like, and the only way that I can describe this one, which is the Knight of Wands, is I'm ready for my challenges. I'm ready to slay the dragon, or the proverbial dragon. I'm ready to conquer this mountain. I'm ready to create some magic and help myself through the next part of my journey. And I think this is the best thing. I do feel like this is a lust for adventure, and you may be moving. You may be kind of jumping in at the deep end, so to speak, but it's not without planning. It's not without understanding where it is you need to go. Now, this could be love as well, because it could be the fact that you're like, well, I want to actually get married, and you talk it over, and then you have that new thing coming through, or I want this from a relationship, and you have that talk with somebody, and then you actually spend some time thinking about that, and it draws that in. So it's not just career, it's not just personal life. I feel like it could apply to anything within your life at the moment. So I'm just going to do a Nature's Whispers Oracle card for you. And like I say, if you do want a private reading with me that answers personal questions, the link of which will be down below, because sometimes a general reading doesn't answer everything that you've got in your mind. Culmination of vision. What was I just saying? So yes, it's basically a case of, I know what I want to need to figure out how to go about it. And at the beginning of the month, like I said, you know, you could have this, I don't know what I'm doing, and then you go eureka moment. But don't get overwhelmed by the choices as to how to get there. I think this is going to be a really strong month for you, because this is you saying, yes, I'm ready to become a butterfly, or I'm ready to be this sort of person who's trying to work hard on everything I've learned over the last few years, everything that I've learned over the last however many times that you've been around in this world. And I also feel like, depending on your numerology, actually, you could be in a particular year that gives you that gift of divinity, that divine knowing, that you know where you want to go, you know what you want to do. And it just feels like you have this uplifting moment of, yeah, a eureka moment. But I do hope this helps you. I really do. And it's fascinating to see what's coming through for you in November. Like I say, it's a very subconscious time, so take advantage of that. Scorpio normally gets right to the bottom of things, x-rays through you, so we'll see how this goes. Let me know in the comments below about your journey so far. But I do hope that you have the best of months, and I look forward to reading for you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.